That there was Al B. Shore, ladies and gentlemen. We are certainly praying for Al. Hope he's on the mend. The battle for hearts and minds, or should I say votes, is in full effect in America, and it's taking a rather silly and ironic turn. In Florida, one of the nation's largest states, they have passed bills that respectively make it harder for black people to vote, and it would also allow you to hit them with your cars when they protest about it. So there have been almost 350 measures that are designed to mitigate the ability for black people to vote, to minimize it. Matter of fact, Ted Cruz, the senator from Texas, weighed in. He told corporations, he said, well, you know what? These woke corporations, I'm going to give you a message. The next time you need a bill passed or your taxes cut, see the Democrats, because we're not going to answer the phone. Not only are we not going to answer the phone, we're not going to take your money. Doesn't that seem very transactional? Like it's naive to pretend like we didn't know that that's what politicians were, that it was transactional, that they took your money to do your bidding. That isn't actually politics. That's more like prostitutes and Johns. Ted Cruz said, hey, if you don't do this, we're not going to do that. But he doesn't remember this. There's one golden rule. It is he with the gold makes the rules. What makes you think that these corporations aren't going to just find another hooker, another person who'll do their bidding? And that's what you pay people for. That's so transactional. You boiled it down to its essence. We've stripped all the pomp and circumstances away. It is about you give me this and I'll give you that. You give me this and I'll do a service. But you forget, Ted Cruz, there's one rule, the golden rule. He with the gold make the rules. And if you do not do what they want, they will find somebody else who is just as compliant. Only that person will be compliant and quiet. Because contrary to popular opinion, you don't pay hookers for their advice. You don't pay them for their thoughts. You don't pay them for their ideas and their hopes and dreams. You pay them for doing something for you and being quiet about it. You pay them to do your bidding, to do things other people won't. And that's what you reduce the Senate to, out of your own mouth. This is what happens. You won't take their money. Someone will. You won't answer the phone. Someone will. If you boil it down to its essence, the way Ted Cruz has, you have to understand this, Mr. Cruz. People don't pay hookers for their advice. They pay them for their silence. There's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.